This week's Torah portion, we read about the death of Miriam, the great prophet and the sister of Moses and Aaron. And only after Miriam dies do the Jewish people really understand and appreciate how badly they needed her. Because the well, the miraculous well that traveled with the Jewish people for 40 years in the desert, providing them with fresh and clean water, was only in the merit of Miriam. And when Miriam died, that well dried up. And they sang a song at that point to appreciate Miriam and the well, which had been so important in their lives. We have a tendency, it's really sad, but we all have this tendency not to appreciate people and not to express our regard and our esteem for other people, and not to let people know how much we need them in our lives. Somehow we feel that if we need other people, there's something wrong with us. But everybody has a most fundamental human need to be needed. If I feel like nobody needs me in any way, I feel unimportant. I feel like my life is meaningless. It's so important that everybody in our lives know, that we let them know how much we need them in our lives, how much they add to our lives. Loneliness, isolation, feeling of not mattering in this world, of not being needed, of not being important to anybody or anyone or anything, leaves people feeling empty, despondent, and leads to all sorts of terrible, terrible evil in our lives and in the world that we live in. We're all still struggling, and we will be for a very, very long time, with what happened on the 4th of July in Highland Park. It makes no sense. It's pure evil. Evil came to our town and to our community, and we will forever, ever be scarred by it. But we need to understand what's deeper, what's going on in our society. Why is this taking place? What is the deeper root of this type of evil that continues to show up again and again in our community now, but in communities all across America? And I think at the very core of what's going on is a feeling that people have of being isolated, of not mattering to anybody in this world, of feeling unimportant, of feeling that nobody needs me, that I don't make a difference. And when a person feels like that, there's no limit to the evil that they can perpetrate in this world. Somehow we need to wake up and recognize that the people in our lives are important to us, and we need to share that with them, and we need to tell that to them. And of course, I'm talking about family members and friends, but I'm also talking about people in our lives that are just there that we may not even recognize. The person at the grocery store who's checking us out when we go through the jewel. We can just look at them as being someone who's there doing their job, or we can turn to them and say, thank you. I really appreciate you and what you've done for me today. And that can make a difference. It can make such a big impact in someone's life. And who knows what kind of evil that can prevent if people just feel like they matter, like they make a difference, and that they don't live alone in this planet. Then the world will be a better place. I want everyone to come join together on Sunday morning. We're going to meet together on Zoom. We're going to offer some prayers for the families and for the people who are in need of a recovery from the wounds and mental and physical wounds of what transpired. And we're also going to share and discuss together as a community. We're going to show up for each other, and we're going to give everybody a chance to talk and process what's going on for them inside of their world, and maybe try to share some wisdom about how we can grow from this experience together as a community. That'll be at 9:30 on Sunday morning. I hope everybody can join us. In the meantime, wishing you all a Shabbat Shalom from Jerusalem. Remember, make a difference in somebody's life by telling them how much they mean to you and that they matter and that you need them. When Miriam died, all of a sudden, everybody realized how much they needed Miriam, because without her, the miraculous well was gone. And it took that for them to be able to express it through song. But it shouldn't take that in our lives. We should be able to tell people how much they matter to us and that we need them and that they're important in our lives every single day. Wishing you all a wonderful Shabbos. Shabbat Shalom from Yerushalayim.